Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. No longer as Charles the Great, as his son now, King Bernard of West Francia, rather. Yes, last episode, Emperor Charles the Great died a maimed cripple at the age of 64, a little younger than the real Charlemagne, I think. So he, just before he died, switched the realm over to elective succession and most of his lower titles as well, so we've ended up inheriting as the King of West Francia instead of the actual Emperor. Which is fine, I don't mind. We now have a little challenge ahead of us though, to get ourselves back into power. We do have a faction that is trying to put us on the throne, which we are a member of, but it's not really likely to succeed right now, I think. We also have a faction here to put our brother on the throne. He inherited the Kingdom of Italy, and in fact we are his heir right now, so I think what we're going to do is to leave our own faction and join his. We could be in both, but there's really no reason to be in our own faction, I think, just yet. We'll join his, and that will bring the power of that faction up to 74%. And if that fires, he'll become the emperor, and we'll be eligible to be elected heir to the empire, since we are a sibling. And that is more likely to fire than either mine or his, if we are each just in our own factions. We do, of course, have this Duke here that is in a faction in our kingdom which we want to deal with, and I think we'll just do that by giving away the county up here and giving away the Duchy of Normandy. We want to search realm for all of the usual people. We apparently can't grant landed titles to some of these people. I guess they're not in our kingdom. We'll just find somebody in our court then, I suppose. How about this guy? He'll do just fine. And we'll grant the Duchy of Normandy to this guy, which should make him pretty happy with me. We'll definitely get him out of his faction. At least I think so. Maybe we'll send him a gift as well. And we do need to appoint a new court chaplain, which will be this bishop. Alright, well, we do have to get all of our council working, so let's see, we'll have our chancellor improve diplomatic relations with, let's say, the King of Middle Francia here. If he was to join our faction, we could definitely overthrow the emperor. Our marshal is going to train troops in our capital, which incidentally has moved to Paris now. Collect taxes here. Our spymaster can go and study technology, and our court chaplain, I don't think we have any non-Catholic provinces, so we'll just send him to improve relations with the Pope. Who is no longer our vassal, of course, only a fellow vassal of the Emperor. So this faction is at 86%. We aren't in control of it, we don't get to issue the ultimatum. It's the King of Italy, our brother, who will do that if and when he feels it's a good time. And we'll see how the war is going between Middle Francia and whoever they were attacking. 37% in his favor. And we'll see what plots are available to us. since we would probably like to take another county for our domain. And we do have plots to revoke some counties. So we would still like this county, which is directly under us now, since it's in our capital duchy. And we can plot to revoke it, so I think we'll probably do that. If we can. Down to 67%, we'll keep an eye on it though. Alright, let's take our decision to revoke this county. And war it is, apparently. I think he is involved in one of these other wars that's going on, so I guess his army isn't even at home. Oh, Ogier of Albon, our father's friend, still our marshal, has had a child at the ripe old age of 62. Good for him. Unfortunately, the child is ill. Apparently do need to appoint a new spy master. I think that was the count who is rebelling against us now. We'll appoint this count. Send him, of course, to study technology. My little son, Prince Gargamel, always has his nose in the scriptures and spends all his time among the priests. Okay, he can be a zealot. That is okay with me. And here is the army of the Count. I guess we're just going to ignore. Alright, the Pope is happier. Up to 75%. If we could get just one more person to join this, that would be nice. A daughter was born to my brother, okay, named Hodiern. And the Emperor doesn't particularly like me, because I'm a foreigner, a faction member, and I support a different heir. Not too surprising, I guess. That's fine. I think we're pretty strong relative to him, so he probably can't do much about us. We are his strongest vassal by a decent amount. Next best is Middle Francia. And in fact, the King of Italy seems to be pretty far down the list. But if we got Middle Francia into the faction here, then we would definitely have enough strength to overthrow him. Independence faction is also pretty strong. Okay, Middle Francia has won whatever war he was in. My dear king, if you think I let any vassal of mine support factions conspiring against me without taking action, you are sorely mistaken. If you value your wretched life, you will swear not to form any such faction. Oh, so because we're humble, we have no choice but to back down. Apparently. Okay. Alright, well, we can't then join the faction for at least the next while, though apparently we are still in it. Or maybe we are allowed to join the factions, we're just not allowed to start one. And you have improved the opinion of Middle Francia, that's good. So even with our stewardship focus, our domain limit is only 4, which is not great. Peace offer from the Count. You surrender, we accept. We now have 4 out of our 4 counties. That's those 3, and where is our 4th one? Oh, the 4th one is actually the subholding in here, I see. That's fine, we could move our capital back here. Might be the best idea, actually. Or we could try to get a hold of these 2 subholdings. I think it's going to be better for us to just make this the capital, or at least less trouble. This way we are getting the capital county bonus on 2 castles instead of 1 that we hold directly. Today my nephew asked me for a fief of his own to govern. We'll tell him he's not ready. Definitely don't need to be giving away any land. So yeah, I guess we do get to stay in this faction as much as we want. My heart missed a beat when I saw Charles emerge from the dungeons covered in grime and with a bloody knife in his hand. We'll teach him the right way. He is already kind and patient. I think this is the second time we've had this event for Charles, but the last time was on our previous character. So we'll hope he becomes brave this time. And he did. So he is turning into a pretty great character all around. We have righteous imprisonment against our vassal duke. I don't think we're going to try and do that though. Since he's not too unhappy with me. Let's give him an honorary title to make sure he doesn't take a sudden dislike to me or anything. You are good at reinforcing my troops. I appreciate it. Our experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? Let's master flat terrain, I guess. And I suppose this means that we are leading these troops somewhere. For our liege, yeah. These ones fighting the Vikings. Alright then. I guess we're Master of the Horse, and we're currently heir to the Holy Roman Empire. I didn't get any notification about that. Okay, it says his heir is his son. Well, if we were to kill him, we would just inherit the empire. I guess we have to look here to see who the actual heir is. Seems like he's having trouble pushing through limited crown authority. Okay. Well, that's fine then, since we are the heir. I'm not so concerned about the faction firing. But if it does, we'll be happy to see it through, I guess. So our brother, the King of Italy, is calling us to arms against the Duke of Friuli. We'll accept. This is a de jure war over Mantua. And maybe we'll go and help. Seems like he doesn't really need the help. I don't even see any other enemy troops. He's gonna be fine. I guess we could consider declaring de jure wars of our own. We have some de jure claims by virtue of our kingdom title. Let's check out here. 2 counties belonging to Aquitaine, and this one which belongs to the Emperor. I don't know if we can ask him to give us that county, but maybe he'll do it. We should have an opinion modifier against him to desire the county. No, apparently not. I think it's because it's de jure part of this duchy and not part of our duchy. Maybe. Well, that's fine. We could, of course, make ourselves stronger by conquering some land over here in Brittany. But I don't think we have CBs for that just now. We'd have to fabricate claims, probably. Middle Francia created a duchy title, that's fine. Strength of our faction is up to 80%. I really wish this window would stay where you scroll it to and not jump around as people join and leave factions. An architect has been brought before your court proposing the construction of a new castle in Amiens for less resources than such a massive project would normally require before you can give him an answer. Our steward whispers in our ear, "This charlatan is known to me, he cannot be trusted." I don't think I've ever had this event end badly, and getting a cheap castle in here would be pretty nice. And we can spare the 400 gold, so I think despite the warnings of our steward, we will spend 400 to build the castle. This will put us over our domain limits, but maybe we can improve that. We should maybe get some events that will improve our stewardship. We could always divorce our wife and marry one that's better at stewardship too, since we already have a very nice heir from her. And our brother, the King of Italy, definitely doesn't need any help in his wars, it looks like. So if he would hurry up and siege his target county, he could get this over with quicker. In fact, I think I will actually raise some troops and go take care of it, since he definitely can't be trusted. Just raise our vassal troops for the moment. Middle Francia is at war again. Attacking the Duke of Brabant in a de jure war over Luxembourg. Alright. Let's see. The direct vassals mode. Middle Francia. I guess they have almost all of their de jure land. It really is just this county, actually, so this is going to bring them to exactly their de jure borders, assuming they win it, which I think is probably a reasonable assumption. Not actually that cut and dry. It's pretty close. We'll see how that goes. And our vassals are going to start getting antsy about their levies being raised, but they'll just have to deal with it. And I'm not sure where the army from Italy has gone. I saw a couple of thousand troops wandering around here. They seem to have disappeared, but we'll send our troops and take care of it. But we're going to have to wait for the next episode to do that because we are out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.